Okay, so if I'm estimating the sum on day 3, it says estimate the sum rounding to the nearest whole number. 8 4/10 if I'm rounding to the nearest whole, I get 8. 8 4/100. 8 7/10 if I round that, I get 9. 8 40/100. If I round that, I would get 8, and then 8 as a whole is already rounded for me to the nearest whole. It's 8. If I add up my estimated sums, I get 33. Remember, students, I line all of my decimals up when finding an exact sum. If I add, I get 33 14/100. Number 2, 308 7/10 minus 154 99/100. Estimated sum, 308 rounded to the nearest 10 would be 310. 154 rounded to the nearest 10 would give me 150. I subtract the difference and I get 160. Estimated sum, I do the exact same process of subtracting, but I make sure that my decimals are lined up and I annex a 0 here. Now you need to make sure that you annex that 0 and borrow correctly, regroup correctly. That would give me 153 71/100. Use the distributive property to show how to multiply 34 times 7/10. I do the same thing that I've done before with distributive property. I can take 30 and I can make 34 and I can make it 30 plus 4. So this is really 30 plus 4 times 7. So I have to multiply, 7/10. So I still have to multiply 7/10 times 30 and 7/10 times 4. 30 times 7/10 would give me 210. If I put my decimal there, it is really still there, but I got rid of it because I didn't really need that extra 0. 4 times 7/10 would give me 28, but then I have one decimal place. So now I have 2 8/10. I add these two together. Remember, if I stack my decimals, I get 8 in the tenths place. 2 plus 1 gives me a 3 in the ones place, and then 2 by itself in the tens place gives me 23 8/10. If you don't get this, students, that's okay. We have not completely gotten a chance to go over this because of testing this week. Okay, day 4, this is powers of 10. Think of 10 to the first power is the same as 10. 10 to the second power is the same as 10 times 10, which is 100. 10 to the third power is 10 times 10 times 10, which is 1,000. So 3 to the power of 1 would be 3. 3 times 3 is 9. And then 3 times 3 times 3 is 27.